Every few months, another limited edition supercar seems to appear, often with a price tag that trumps previous offerings. Perhaps more surprising than the sheer output of the world's supercar makers is the fact that these exclusive models are snapped up so quickly, sometimes before they are even built. Today, we're going to go over the top 10 most luxurious and expensive cars in the world. Make sure to watch until number 1, because it's one of the most unexpected cars I've ever seen. Number 10, Ferrari Pininfarina Sergio. This car costs $3 million and is the cheapest car in our list. Originally introduced as a concept car in 2013 in memory of a deceased son of the founder of Pininfarina, the legendary Italian design house, only 6 of these cars have been made as of yet, thus becoming one of the most coveted cars. This is one of the costliest Ferraris ever made and is based on the Ferrari 458 Spider. Each of the handmade units has an all-carbon fiber frame and is an open-air luxury car with 2 seats. Like the Ferrari 458, it has no roof, side windows and windshield, and is 330 pounds lighter than its ancestor. The coolest fact about this car, though, is that the owners of each of the 6 models were chosen by the manufacturers themselves, making this one of the rarest of the rare invite-only vehicles. Number 9, Aston Martin Valkyrie. While there has been no price announced for this car as of yet, expert estimates place it at around $3.2 million. Built under Andy Palmer, the new president of Aston Martin, committed to solvency and relevance with awesome cars, this model is a renovation of the old Aston Martin Red Bull Am RB001. Newey, renowned aerodynamicist behind Red Bull's expensive and award-winning sports cars in the Formula One tracks, devised an aerodynamic scheme specifically for this car that pushes air via the chassis, resulting in downforce without using the wings. As of yet, 150 units of this model has been planned by the company, and the deliveries are expected to start 2019 onward. In addition, 25 track-only editions have been planned whose prices can only be speculated at present. Number 8, McLaren P1 LM $3.6 million NIDA production car. This is more or less a street-legal version of the track-only McLaren P1 GTR. Converted by the British firm Lansante, who bought the original P1 built by McLaren, it was made keeping in mind a select group of buyers in the US, Japan, UK, and the UAE. This car has a lot in common with the P1 GTR and the legendary McLaren F1 road car. For example, the gold plating surrounding the engine bay with a 3.8-liter twin-turbo V8. It is much smarter than the P1 GTR. The awesomeness of the aerodynamics can be witnessed where it is made for on track, where it can produce 1,000 horsepower. As of yet, only 5 units have been built, all of them being sold. Number 7, Lamborghini Veneno Roadster $13 million. Built to celebrate the company's 50th birthday, Veneno literally means poison in Spanish, and well, the design does look deadly. Looking almost like an alien space capsule, this car can reach speeds that can give one of those a run for their money, literally. The 6.5-liter V12 with a 7-speed single-clutch ISR automated manual transmission can spin at 8,400 RPM to yield 740 horsepower and 507 pound-feet of torque, meaning that the car can do a 60 miles per hour at 2.9 seconds. The Monocae is heavily inspired by the LP704 Aventador and is made of carbon fiber. Only 9 units being made. The biggest problem of these cars is their crazy resales rates. One was sold at $11 millions. It was the most expensive car in the world ever produced upon its introduction, and only 3 being available to customers in the first lot. There was a crazy scramble to get hands on the remaining ones. Number 6, Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita $4.8 million. The most expensive street-legal production car in the world. This is coated with real diamonds. Yet, Trevita is an abbreviation translating into 3 whites. The carbon fibers are indeed coated with a diamond dust impregnated resin called the Koenigsegg proprietary diamond weave. This technology transformed the fibers from the traditional black to shining, silvery white, making the bodywork of this car renowned throughout for its unique design and perfection. Only 3 cars of this model had been initially decided upon, before getting reduced to 2, because the carbon fiber made it too difficult and time-consuming for regular manufacture. Number 5, Bugatti Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus. $5,740,000 at almost double the cost of the Jesco and the Murray T50, Bugatti's Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus provides speed and power alongside the beauty that truly makes a Bugatti a Bugatti. Under the hood of each car leaving this historic supercar manufacturer lie decades of expert craftsmanship and years of automotive artistry. Bugattis often go for several million, and Bugatti wants you to know that, feel that, every time you see one. The Bugatti Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus accelerates from 0 to 100 kph, 0 to 60 miles per hour, in 2.4 seconds. It reaches a top speed of just over 300 miles per hour, or 483 kph, and, as a perk, those have a basic infotainment system that syncs with both Apple and Android products. Number 4, Bugatti Divo. $6 million. Bugatti's reputation for luxurious, expensive supercars continues with the next car in our ranking. Bugatti's Chiron was such a success that the Divo, a car that closely follows it, has several similar features. However, the Divo is more exotic looking and much more exclusive. Only 40 Divos will be produced and sold. Each has already been spoken for. Its updates include a better suspension, a much lighter frame for increased speed, and a new dorsal fin. Inside, the Divo houses an 8.0 LW16 engine with 4 turbochargers. As a result, the Divo has 1500 horsepower, an acceleration of just over 0 to 100 kph, 0 to 62 miles per hour, in 2.4 seconds. To save as much weight as possible, Bugatti kept the inside comfort materials and infotainment to a minimum. However, the steering wheel does feature soft faux suede, and the blue and black aesthetic outside is featured inside as well. Number 3, Swept by Rolls-Royce $13 million. Before you gasp at the price, denote that this car is off the markets. That's because it was made on the recommendations of one specific customer whose name the company has refused to divulge. A company famous for its luxurious rollouts, there were only 4,000 Rolls-Royce cars manufactured in 2016. This particular exclusive car comes with its custom coachwork, reminiscent of the royal carriages of yore. Probably modeled on the Wraith, this car can seat only 2 people. See what they mean by being exclusive? The sunroof is fully panoramic, tapering down sharply like those of the racing yachts, as per the orders of the customer. Something very cool about the interior, handcrafted with wood and leather, are the hidden attaché cases for holding laptops behind each door. Not much else is available on this most expensive car in the world, except that it is based on the 1920s and 30s models and looks like a yacht from the back. The owner does happen to be a collector of super yachts and private planes. Number 2, Bugatti La Voiture Noire $19 million. Bugatti has unveiled the La Voiture Noire, translated as the black car, made entirely from carbon fiber. The first one of the limited edition car has been sold for $19 million to Ferdinand Piëch, the owner of VW Group. Designed by Salomé Etienne, it is inspired by its predecessors Veyron and Chiron and the pre-war Type 57 SC Atlantic. Powered by an 8-liter, 16-cylinder engine that churns out a jaw-dropping 1,500 HP, the car should be able to reach above 450 km per hour. Bugatti has refused to reveal its performance specifications. The front is dominated by the trademark horseshoe-shaped Bugatti grille and blends into an aerodynamically swept-back design with sloping windscreen and wrap-around tail lamps. And now here is the TOP1 1963 Ferrari 250 GTO. $70 million for the most expensive car of all time would turn to history. After all, if you're investing in a gorgeous supercar, it should be one that can tell you a good story. In 1964, the 250 GTO won the Tour de France Automobile, marking the 9th year in a row that Ferrari won that race. Only 36 of these cars were made between 1962 and 1963. The specific Ferrari that's the most expensive in the world, at an unbelievable $70 million price point, was victorious not only in the Tour de France, but it also placed in the Le Mans with a top speed of 174 miles per hour and an acceleration of 0 to 100 kph, 0 to 60 miles per hour, in 6.1 seconds. Its stats certainly don't thrill today's auto enthusiasts by itself. However, in the 60s, it was the fastest in the world, and, now, decades later, it remains the most expensive car in the world of all time by a long shot. And that's the end of the video. Tell me which car you would like to own and why in comments section, cause I love to hear from you. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more videos of top 10 luxury and much more. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.